Thank you, Ms. Gibson, for your kind introduction. Dr. Griffith, trustees, faculty, administration, family, and friends, welcome and thank you. All of you have contributed in countless ways to my aspirations and to my personal development. I walked into Ranney as a 3-year-old Sophia Jackman, and today I am Soph to Mr. Doyle, Sophie to Dr. Sobieski, Sophia Jack Person to Mr. Felter, Schmackman to Jamie Chameleon, the math geek to Sarah Klein, and if you look closely enough, you'll see my resemblance to my twin, Tessa Payer. Today is the culmination of 14 years of studying, socializing, crying, and laughing. I would like to take this opportunity to thank my family for their unending support, love, and guidance. I would also like to thank Dr. Sobieski for her 8 years of kindness, advice, and insistence on helping me reach my goals. Miss Patient for teaching me how to write effectively and for sacrificing her Saturdays for competitions. Mr. Picarillo for teaching me to approach math and life with a creative mindset. Ms. Simpson and Mr. Matarazzo for their patience and support during the college process, and teachers and administrators too many to name who have contributed to my growth. To my fellow Ranney class of 2016 graduates, congratulations. Despite constant warnings of the Felterian 5-year plan, we are graduating. We made it. So what now? College? A job? As children born in the last few years of the 20th century, we've heard the conundrum that no one knows what jobs will even exist as the 21st century proceeds. If no one knows what jobs will exist when we enter the workforce, how are we going to be ready? One of the most important differences between humans and other living creatures is that we do not simply adapt to our surroundings, we modify them. The list of human accomplishments is long and impressive, but so is the list of problems to be solved. For every extraordinary accomplishment humans achieve, there still seem to be more difficulties to face. We can communicate with someone on the other side of the globe, yet nations do not communicate well enough to avoid conflicts. We can perform robotic surgery remotely, yet there are children who die from common illnesses. The world has an abundance of multidimensional problems. However, we are also fortunate that it is human nature to see a problem and seek a solution. While we cannot necessarily know the job that will exist 8 or 10 years from now, our best chance to successfully address our challenges is to become problem solvers. The idea of being a problem solver is a beautiful and mysterious sentiment. Nelson Mandela once said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." What I bet we didn't realize in our pre-K classroom was that Ranney was already instilling in us the necessary skills needed to learn the ABCDs of problem solving to change our world for the better. Ambition, boldness, creativity, and diligence. We have been taught at Ranney to be ambitious. Among us, there are Olympic hopefuls and international robotic competitors. We are encouraged to be bold in challenging the norms. As Miguel de Cervantes stated in Man of La Mancha, in order to attain the impossible, one must attempt the absurd. If Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and Mark Zuckerberg were not bold enough to go where none had gone before, where would the world be today in the field of technology? In hindsight, most of us would not question that the world benefited from their attempts to accomplish the absurd. Ranney has nurtured our creativity in and out of the classroom. The liberal arts education at Ranney extends from math and science to art, music, history, and theater. We leave Ranney knowing that it is important to pursue novel ways to address challenges. For example, in calculus, Mr. Picarillo would acknowledge the person who is the fastest to find a solution. However, he would applaud the person with the most innovative or creative approach. As Abigail Adams, First Lady of the US, said, Learning is not attained by chance. It must be sought for with ardor and attended to with diligence. And that is the final component of being a strong problem solver. All of us have done projects that have lasted months. Yours may be for a capstone project on startups and mimetics or prescription drug abuse. Mine was for a class. But during our Ranney tenure, all of us learned the value of diligence. We are the future. We need to use the ABCDs to help us find and pursue our passions. It would be inappropriate for me to tell you to find your one passion and to do it for the rest of your life. If you're like me, you do not know what your one passion is, or maybe you have too many. However, I urge you to follow your dreams, even if others feel they are absurd. The Ranney community has taught us the alphabet of success. Class of 2016, let's lead with ambition, forge ahead with boldness, cultivate our creativity, and learn with diligence. Thank you, Ranney. We will make you proud. Class of 2016, let's get it done.